Okay, hello, welcome. Good morning. Okay, hello. We are continuing the side questing before going to Origin. So let's do that. No, not wrong button. Can't I hear anything? Yeah, turn on. Okay, it's on. Oh my god, the volume's so low. Jesus. I was like, why can't I hear anything? Volume low. Duh, dumbass. Alright, let's go. That's right, we're going back up here. And then we're going over here. And then we'll go back to the hideaway. And I'm sure something else will pop up. So we get some hunts in as well. Where are we going? Monster's Rest. Oh,
Let's
right
hope
there.
one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gated hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Wonderful creatures chocobos are. They're fast, strong, loyal, and best of all, they won't balk if you point them into the belly of a flood. Thick skins these birds have. Thicker than most, at least. Now, leave them in a flood too long and they'll turn, sure as eggs is eggs. But a quick dip in and out, and they're right as rain. Which is a boon to
Oh
a
my
trader
god.
like me. Reckon there's enough Akashic on the roads to worry about without this old girl turning.
Okay. Oh, the quest person's not in here? Martha's got a lot to say. Okay.
Just about surviving, are you? It ain't exactly a bed of roses.
Elephants cropping up all over. New arrivals turning up at the gates near enough every day, begging for us to take them in. Ever since the skies turned, it's been a struggle just to survive, but you won't hear any of us complaining. Not least because we're finally free of the Empire's grip. The garrison's been pulled back east, and the few remaining Black Shields have gone with them. It also means we don't have to fear for our bears no more. We can treat them like the human beings they are, just like they're doing up in
That's
Eastpool.
just the start.
If we can make a good go of Eastpool, it'll show the rest of the realm you can live without magic, without slaves, that we can all be free. Weren't long after Rosalith got ransacked that Sir Wade and his men turned up at our gates begging for shelter.
Right up us.
The state of them, all dressed in filthy rags, we were worried they might be cutthroats come to thieve and pillage. Some of the folk they'd helped escape from the capital recognized them and set us right.
They did.
I couldn't have dreamed of better guests than the Guardians, the way they took the bears under their wing and taught the Blood Axes how to fight like true shields of Rosaria. And when night fell and they'd all gather around the bonfire to sing old songs of the duchy, why, it was enough to bring a tear to your eye.
Back in the glory days.
It was. With them, the knights in shining armor come riding to the rescue.
They ain't left.
For Eastpool, the other half knows they're better off up there, and they're only a stone's throw away if we need them. And we're just down here if they ever need us, because that's what Rosaria is about, not preening knights and mooning maidens. Mooning maidens? What? But proud, hard-working men and women helping one another out. Mooning maidens? What?
When I was a little
Martha! my family owned a bear. They let her sleep in a corner of the barn. They had her play with me and teach me letters. And we never ate together or slept under the same roof, but even so, she was like family. I was with her on the day she died. She held me in her arms and whispered in my ear, "My darling Martha, I'm so glad you didn't awaken." It's only years later I found out she wasn't just a servant, she was my grandmother.
My grandmother?
And I watched her die in the corner of a barn on a pile of old straw.
Then and there.
That I was going to do everything in my power to bring an end to all this, to never stop fighting until the day when bears can live free, just like she deserved to. And you know what? When I see that glint in your eyes, I reckon that day might be along sooner than I dared to hope.
Give the others my regards.
Okay. Where is this, quest person? Oh, it's around here? Hello, quest person.
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon.
Ah, there you go. You there.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Viceroy.
Fuck no.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Any other merchants?
Got a few
Merchants.
rooms going spare now.
Merchants. Merchants. No.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
A pretty blimmin' sinister.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here,
Okay, Rhiannon's. Oh, Rhiannon's right there. Ambrosia. Hello.
good girl. Run like the wind.
Can hardly make it.
Have care.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. Drax. Will not live by bandits, Virgin.
Uh-huh.
Bitch.
He went too far. Went too far. Went too far. Down here. Aha.
More tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
Shock
I don't
oboe.
hear anything.
Shock oboe. Ooh.
Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Alright. So that is done. I'll go here.
This is the place, but... I'm sorry, Clive. There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Why didn't they ask that first before coming all the way out here? Oh my god. Dumbasses. Alright. Well, let's go... yeah, we start here and just go up. Okay. X gonna give to you. Wait, I wanted to read that. All the way down here. Okay. Woo, potion.
Ready, go?
here, right?
Might this be Nickelberg?
You deserve a rest.
You know what? This seems like a good point to save.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Let's explore Mickelberg first. Interesting. Hello, third chair.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before, praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream, that they might do their duty to their Lord, even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Oh, ether flood.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Right.
What now?
Oh, hello.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Joshua, did you kill Steel?
Damn it.
Oh!
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are Akashic. Sometime later.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
Oh, I hate it. Okay. That's kind of depressing.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Bad.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right?
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Play Hearth signboard. Okay, cool. Ooh, Oralcom. He just walked away. And they opened up my mind. Ooh, I gotta... Okay, I need to BRB, so I will BRB. Okay, I have returned. Let us go to the... I don't know where we're going. Where are we going? World map. World map. Okay, we went there. Now we will go here. But we can't go here. Ooh, maybe we can.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
This one. Get him. Attack. Go to him. This one. Go to him. Attack. This one. Over here. Go to him. Get him. Over here. Attack. Go to him. Over here!
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
So I can go around. Use key.
Locked up tight.
Okay.
Quiet. Kill! Go to him! It's over!
Balmung Dark, writ of designation. The Kingdom of Alud hereby designates this facility as a prison for the detainment of bears, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train Akuza beasts for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bears have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for the use of bears in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
That's rough.
And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
I won't go upstairs yet. So I can come back here.
This one. All yours, Toto. Go, Toto.
Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, there is hope that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven capable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bear captives be employed in order to draw enemy forces, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss to looter lives. Wow.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
That rough. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the Cruiser was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding this way, suggesting that live bears may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bears no longer of use for trading purposes cannot be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Upstairs, is it? Let's go upstairs. Well then.
Over here!
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Caution, brother.
Time to fight. Get him! Attack! Go for him! Get him!
Interesting. How do we get back down the stairs? Down the stairs. Down the stairs. Interesting.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Amber? I hear you.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
I hear you. Hello.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground. I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson. You're safe now.
So they're waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Okay, how do I get to it? I guess I gotta go back. How do I get to it, man? Let me. Man, how do I get there? Let me in. Let me in. How do I get? Do I go up? I don't know. Oh. Okay, that's promising. Yo, let me in. You know, there's probably something I'm missing at the main gate. Let me take a look. Is there a lever or something? Let's go back downstairs. Am I gonna have to look this up? Oh my god. There must be something I'm missing. Oh! Wow, I'm a dumbass. Can we save? Yes, we can. This is definitely a save situation. Alright, and this is also a hunt. Perfect.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Hello, welcome. You just saw me fight a hunt. Do 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 do.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Well, two birds and one stone, anyway.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
Yes, that creature
I'm
ate
sure
him.
he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No.
What's that?
Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Are we going back to the hideaway? While I'm here, I guess I'll cap the other quests, and then I'll come back and do all that.
You've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him.
Hello,
How
welcome.
He fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie.
Haida
That's
Marie?
the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Breath of Darkness, Gungear. I guess while I'm here, so I gotta go all the way there. Alright. Let's do that.
Do you think Sid will tell us about his adventure?
Should I write next?
Wait, how do I...
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Well, we were at Man's Hill.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Alright, I can do that.
Say what you will.
Right.
Oh. It was no trouble at all.
Still. Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, I did it. Oh, I'm here. Which one did I steal? I stole that one.
I was just about to go in, but then I thought it might be better if you went first.
Come on, Gav. Oh, Tarya, I'll talk to you in a second.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did, aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was.
Oof.
Great
I didn't-
brother I turned out to be.
Didn't need more Gav trauma.
I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
One of these days. One of these days, I swear, it's gonna be me who drinks you under the table.
If by under the table you mean retching on my boots half the night, I reckon one of those days was yesterday.
Ha ha, you think you're so funny. But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chambers. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
That's right. Okay.
Do you think they'll come back?
Hi. The Tri-Unity. A note of thanks. Then Clive's Chambers, the Wall of Memories. What new ones do I have? I have, oops, Clayhearth Signboard, okay. Almost got them all. 3 more left, 4 more left. Winter Mead. Alright. Let's go to... No. World map. World map. Alright, we'll go here. We'll go there. That, in theory, should be it. In theory. Okay, that goes through Northridge.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men. We're to be ready for them next time.
Come on. The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Be safe.
Oh, I ran into a hunt. Did not even...
That's another one.
Whoa! Okay, this guy... Yeah, there we go.
I'm getting tired of these things.
By the coastline. Oh. Somehow. Well, let's just go up and around. Snow daisies, snow daisies. Promising. Promising.
Brother. Do you see them? I do. The flowers. And our friends. See, boy.
Oh!
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Well, that was painful. Hello, how are you? Really?
Get him! Over here! This one.
Oops. Okay. Oh, that's not a hunt.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Why am I back here? Ah, fine. Hi, Jill.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Let's go! Just randomly go to Oriflamme.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. but I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
Oh.
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have.
Aww.
And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Woo!
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Shiva's Kiss, Snow Daisy Garland. Alright, so do we go, are we here or are we back in Hideaway? Joining hands with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and remained with him departing for Origin. So, do I have... Oh, now I have Jill, but not Joshua. Is that right? Interesting. 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 Alright, Jelly, let's go to... here. I have Jill and Joshua. Yay! Alright, we go there, and we go there.
Good girl.
Oh, big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Yep. Hello, big boy. I may not have been prepared for this. But at least I have Jill and Joshua here. Oh, it's an S rank! Oh, crap.
Another of the Royalists' guard dogs. Quite a specimen it is, too.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus. Such dodge, so mega. Nice. Where'd you go?
Nice try. Over here. Over here. Go, Tor. Get him. This one. Go, Tor. Over here. Go, Tor. Too slow. Get him.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, you fucking kidding me? I'm actually mad now. Had to fight him twice, but Jeebus. Okay. Behemoth Shackle.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Yeah, I'm not really fond of the Odin. I'm not really liking Odin. Although, let me see if I can upgrade. 1 second. No, not there. What is this? This is Ramu. Let's see if that works.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Royal Intelligence Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caernarvon in 873 V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble the training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
A complete botany of banes. Interferta or tail of wyvern, white of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, but a single drop taken by mouth will result in cramps, most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or, if applied to a wound, certain death. So the slip of Lanila and the young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
The folklorist Fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestian folk tales than the humble Moogle, but they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy, congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sleek tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweet meats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there's one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops his brow: the fact that these creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the Twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. From a Distance, Chapter 16, The Fall of Bears. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bears themselves, a dilemma that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bears into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bears for bears. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its following, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meetings by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the Twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of Valestian people. After the bears' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valestia came together to sign a continental accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, bears are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed only excuse for the calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. That's rough.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Oh! Alright, extra Zan Tetsuken. Oh, even more Zan Tetsuken. Interesting.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about. Good girl. I can walk from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Conditioning schedule. Today's exercise, the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as there's the furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. What the hell?
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Writ of incorporation.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I recently learned my own daughter was my only children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. Smile she inherited from her brother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. Those ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided. Tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, and all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Let me guess, the monster pops up.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Let's go grave digging.
This must be the registry.
Bad Bot conserved registry of bearer losses. Hans, Alfred, Franz, Paulina, Bruno, Johanna, Reinhard, Walter Diedrichs.
So many names.
Oh, children.
This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. Nice try. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Okay, I think that's all the quests. There was, I know there's at least one. Is it here? I think it's here. Hunt, Titan's Wake, if I'm in the right area. Yeah. So let me run through there, and then I'll cap the quests and call it a day. Whoops. Actually, let me save first. Oh! No, not you. Probably in there.
No holding back.
Oh, F you, Helldiver. No.
All yours, Torgal. Nice try. Attack! Over here! Over here! Come on.
Oh. Thanatos.
And I'm not your friends, Hunter. If it's me you want, I'm right here. Nice try. It's over.
Thank you.
And don't come back.
Don't come back, yakety yak. Let's see what's in here, and then we'll go back to the hideaway and cap those quests. I don't think I got all the hunts yet. Where's Her? Oh, Herman's way over there. Excuse me.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Scholar's bonnet. All right. Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Yes. Go back to my chambers, and then we will call it a day.
Do you think Sid will tell us about
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Another quest. Are you shitting me? Snow Daisy Garland. Aww. And Scholar's Bonnet. Hideaway, welcome, Gav. The greatest gift, Jill. Jesus, that last part. I can imagine Sony people using that. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Alright, so that is it for the day. We have one more quest, a couple of hunts, and then we can get to Origin. But that'll be hopefully next time. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and following. I will catch you next time. Thank you. Let me save first.